Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner.
What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in...
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Hey, middle. Middle. 13.
Right to the air is Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
It's the score. Ravens 7, Dolphins 0. Tyler Luke to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. Mike Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Let's go.
Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jackson. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Henry is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Henry again. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dolphins have it. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
20, TX. Go ahead.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Jackson going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Come on, ready? You.
From the gun, it's Jackson. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up the 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
3rd and 3.
Ready? Sit on. Hey, report. Ready, shot.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Inside handoff, Henry. And he stopped immediately there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, back to Achane. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
22-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Well, Tua's going to change things up.
Hey, 21 TA. Out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Get set. Out. Farther. Long. Long. Solo left Zion. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, it was a good Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped out one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
brings up 4th down.
Let's go. Watson, Oscar.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tua going to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lamar changing the look.
13.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Sit on! 180! Sit on!
Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
You change it. You change it.
Throwing is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tyler Luke.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, get set. Get on.
They'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marvin Mims, 65 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
You know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Henry up the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Yo, sit on.
Jackson. He's going to let him go deep for Mitchell. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to pull away here this first half. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Project, this ain't what you want.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Well, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And then look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Going deep for Walker. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Tua, the final shot before half. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Good.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Hey.
Here's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long.
21 G. Hey, 21 TA.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for him on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Now Tua going to change the play. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
44. 20, TX. What? 20, with it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit hot. 180, sit hot. 180, what a shot.
Again to Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He's 2nd down and 3.
Come on, go. 180. Go. 180. What a shot.
A toss left side for Mitchell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Sit hot, hot. Sit hot. 180. Go right here. You.
Here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Sit hot, hot. Sit hot. 180. Yeah. 180. Nice shot. 13. 180. Nice shot.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
49-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got an open man. It's Washington. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard.
Ready. 18.
Now Tua. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get set. Solo left Zion. Go. 18. Ready.
Now back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd down and 4. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Parks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All right, come on. Out.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Devon Achane from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running left, it's Henry. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
At the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Luke now for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still borrowing money, stacks all the shack now. Still push a button and let them on the back down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my back down. Mississippi to Philly.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. To about the 40-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
All right.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They're right here. Ready, T.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now,
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. On his loop for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. That's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Playing down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Short in there, caught by Langley.
And able to break
one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Powering forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, and shutting him off now open field. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. Moving the tackle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
21G. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready? Go.
Looking to pass. Tua. Work in the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
7-yard line.
Ready?
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete right around the 8. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Go ahead. Ready, team. Out.
A quick throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Tua now, third and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nnamdi Madubuike able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it.
Solo left Zion.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. That is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. You turned it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Forward. Come on, up. 180. 180. Nice shot. 180. Nice shot.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And some room to run now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head.